All right, welcome everyone. We're getting ready here to start our live build. We have already dug the the bunker. It is 50 meters in depth from the silo cylinder, and then 40 meters from that cylinder's circumference to the outer circumference of the sealed bunker base, the one that has the ceiling. I have laid out the framing to map the surface, and I want to confirm I have the same amount of blocks. One, two, three. I counted 11. 11, 12, 12. Yep, this one has 12. This one has 11. Let me recount these two. 11, 11. All right, so what we're doing is we're starting our silo wall on that 11th block. So we're getting rid of this layer over here, this outer layer. And I initially dug this out and we got started on a survival playthrough. But what I've done is I have created a separate save by using the save as feature. I just name it a different thing and it creates a duplicate save file. And in that one, I'm doing creative mode because my intent is to build out the blueprint. I want to build out a blueprint, save it, and then project it on survival. Because here I don't have to worry about hydrogen. Here I don't have to worry about life support, the oxygen, or energy. I can place lights whenever I want and see clearly. I can remove blocks when I make mistakes and undo them and fix them. I can use the settings of a game here so that I can do my building mode in line and plane. So if I do a plane, look how easily we can raise a wall. So for example, I know I'm going to use a vertical wall here entirely. So let's go all the way up. Oh, I think I left it in line. So it usually happens to me when I change the option to plane. I forget to press X to confirm. You gotta press X or just OK, the setting for OK, and now that'll save the setting. But look how easily I can place blocks and just assign them to, wow, those are 500 blocks that I would have had to place myself. Here's another one. If you're playing on a public server, you may not want to do this because it is a lot of PCU count. So what you may do is just build down there and land. But this will be an all-out base that we can use to explore like all other planets and the space and always come back to and be our main hub. So I wanted to go all out and then I'll publish this build so that if anyone is playing single player mode, they or creative with friends, and they have this no problem with PCU limits, then they can load the blueprint and build it, or even yeah, start with it completely built already, and then just use it. Because that's another good thing about the blueprints, that you can load them already built and configured and all the settings. So I'll configure all the settings and everything, and you'll just have to load the blueprint if they work. Because I'm sorry, like I've been trying to post the rover, this rover, to Steam, and I'll show you. It just says no. I don't want to upload. There's an error. So this is a new one. I created two. This is a brand new one. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Here, I named it Steam. Publish. Do you want to publish this blueprint? Yes. To Steam. It's a rover. Okay. Publish. Failed. Steam error accessing service. So it's been saying that. It's been saying that for a while. And earlier today, I was trying to access a friend's server, and I couldn't join. I was just floating in space. So it wouldn't let me. So maybe the two issues are related. There's something wrong with my account. I gotta check. I don't know. Put it there. If you're on console, you could use interior blocks, because armor blocks in console cost 2 PCU. So you could save resources, PCU count that way. Next, let's change to line. And raise those. And I can trim off the top later, level them out. But I want them to clear the ground on all sides. I'm gonna take advantage that I'm already up here and use that descent to place triangle blocks here on the back. Notice the wedges that are created, so I can put sloped armor blocks and fill them and create an angled wall. I should be still placing. It didn't place. I'm gonna press light. I'm out of battery. There. Yep, it is a lot of PCU on armor blocks.
No energy.
Okay, that's good. I think our rover's engines don't need to be turned on. They're probably draining their hydrogen. Control panel, engines off. The tank. No, our tank is 80% filled, but it was 100% filled. So it did drain a ton of it, 20, almost a fourth of the tank. Let's check the batteries. Should be all full. Here they are. Yep, stored power 3 megawatts hours. So fully depleted in 3 days, we're good to go. We can even jump on it and then turn it off. And now it should say open tab, fully depleted in 3 days, same thing. But I made sure to turn off all the sorters, all the ejectors, all the refiners, assemblers, generators. because they're not in use, so we don't even consume idle electricity. Sensors, except the enemy sensors. Always keep your enemy sensors on. Oh, I am not being smart enough. Okay, I can use,
Fuel low.
if I go open my radio menu,
Fuel critical.
that's fine. I can use in my radio menu the other one, the other joystick, but you cannot do this in any. If you go to, where is it? Oh, I forget. Okay, you have to have armor block selected. Select an armor block and then open the radio menu and notice that now you have a enter symmetry setup. And you can look in the configuration for what it is for PC, the keyboard to enter the symmetry. But now I can assign a symmetry for X, Y, and Z, and I can just change the symmetry, and I want X and Y. I don't need Z because what I want to do is so that whenever I build one wall, it builds all four around me, and I only have to do one, and it should do the others. But I know how it works. It's gonna create. Um, I'm gonna have to put two, but still, it is less work. So this is why I create my blueprints in creative, and then load them in survival and build them there. Um, Yep, yep. Saves you a ton of time, especially when you're like, I don't want to be found by other players in a server. Loading a blueprint is very helpful. But this is a blueprint you might not want to load in a public server because there's just a ton of PCU in armor. Although it leads for a lot of compartments and atriums that we can build. So if you build a base here, it would be hard to raid if we put a ton of rooms and chambers. I shouldn't have sealed it. Let's see if I can raise it by just going around it. Yes, I could. I just hold the click and you should be able, even if you go far away. Okay, here. Nice. To seal it off. And that's kind of like where I'm gonna build a corridor around, and eventually I'm gonna remove armor blocks like this, and I'm gonna put windows from different corridors. You're gonna be able to see the rocket in the middle. I'm also going to remove all this configuration once I define a hydrogen storage room, a refiner room, a cargo room, all that kind of stuff. I am going to remove it from the center because also I don't want rockets landing on my valuable cargo, right? And I'm going to install pistons in this center, again pushing downwards and digging farther into the uh, silo, so that when I land on my rocket, the cockpit of the rocket is kind of like at the level, somewhere at the level here of the silo of the bunker and the station, the base, and people can just directly enter the cockpit from like a bridge kind of thing, like a graded catwalk kind of bridge. They climb in the cockpit and then they launch vertically into space, and then they land, and then we can extend it using pistons and all kind of really cool stuff. So it's gonna be pretty epic, and I want to configure all those settings so that when I'm in a real world setting, I just load the blueprint and all of that is gonna be configured already. So let's keep going. And also you get to it's part of not doing things twice. If you have to configure a base, make a blueprint out of it. You never have to configure it again. Okay, I'm kind of lost here. That doesn't go there. This doesn't go here. Okay, I gotta focus. I gotta focus. I don't want to break the alignment, the symmetry. Okay, so let's count. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 wide. So let's see how much we have on this side. 1, 2, 3, and 4 wide. Correct. Yeah. This one has 4 wide as well. Okay, they're all good. No. Look, this one already has the corners. Yep. Gotta be more careful. It's good to save also often. So if you make a mistake, you can also save time by just reloading. So that's the other benefit of building things with symmetry mode.
Fuel low.
It's always symmetrical.
Fuel critical.
That's fine. We have creative mode, so we're not gonna be... Okay, we gotta get rid of this one. Let's see. That removed something. No. Okay, I'm just gonna hold it and raise. Yep, definitely. We were building one block outwards. This is the one that goes square. And what do we have? Yeah, square. Square. That's fine. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Where is this square one? Oh man. Okay. Options. No, no. We're reloading. It's gonna be easier to reload than to figure out this mess. Um. Okay, here. And then just remember to create as soon as you load the real world. This is the survival up to the point of playing survival. At this point, I'm gonna create another autosave and override the other one so that I kind of like revert the changes done to the creative save file. So let's load, and I'll be more careful now how I place, and I don't have to do the explanations because they're already done. Okay,
Energy critical.
creative. Okay. Now it's gonna create saving. I mean, it's gonna continue saving the creative one. Now I remember there was one, and I think that was the issue that threw me off. That there was one that had 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11. I think it's this one. Nope, 11. This one. Okay, this one races here. Okay, then I'm gonna get rid of all this scaffolding because that's what threw me off last time, that I didn't remove it and I
No
reverted
energy.
to like, guiding myself by the triangles that were placed. Okay, now you gotta remove this one and connect this one here and there. Okay, now we're aligned. That is symmetrical. Okay, next let's reactivate symmetry mode. Oh, I don't have the lights. Oh well. Symmetry mode. Select the block and then right. Okay. Symmetry mode activated. And now I'm gonna say options, game, nope, plane. Save. I'm gonna go to the other side. Oh, slow down, slow down. Think we have invulnerable? No, we don't. All right, let's raise. But you see how, imagine after placing all those 500 wall blocks, you figure out that it's misaligned. You gotta design. I suggest designing in creative. Okay, looks like I missed a block. Okay, let's go to the other side and get rid of that line. That's an odd line. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. Why didn't it? Okay, no. No, that's it. We just missed a block. There we go. That is correct now. I was worried there for a second. I was like, what's going on? If you see these lines, it means that there's a different color for some reason. So just repaint them. It should be fine. And since you're using symmetry block, they're symmetry mode, they're gonna be painted on the other side as well. Okay, let's see. Maybe I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Fuel critical.
Yep, that was it. This one has one too little, too few. 11. Okay, I'm gonna switch to line. Options, game. Okay, and let's use the same color.
No energy.
I think these also need, yep. I'm gonna put some lights. Okay, let me raise this wall. Yeah, symmetry is important. So we have 4 triangles, 4 triangles, 4 triangles, and 4 triangles. Excellent. Means it's symmetrical. Now we can change again to plane just one more time to to place the outer wall, the last wall of the silo. Then we can put the corner walls. So I have to climb up here. Boom. Now switch back to line. And let's level these out. One more. Yep. It's leveled on the other side. And they're leveled on this side as well. Now we can put more lights just for now. And then over here, control panel, lights. Lights, scaffolding group, toolbar off, terminal off. And then we have nice light in order to produce the wall. So I'm gonna save. You can also create another save file. Okay, with line and symmetry mode, I'm going to crash into the ceiling. Now I'm going to raise the triangle armor blocks. I'm gonna leave that opening. And I'm just gonna select it and lock it, and then just don't even worry. Fly up, reach the and point at it. And as easy as that. Same here.
Fuel
Lock it
critical.
and then just fly down. Don't worry. Oh, I think I flew too far away from it. Oh, I know what happens. You have to press B in order to have your jetpack lower you, and it also cancels the projection. While racing, you only have to press A. So it only works going up. Oh, it didn't log it. But yeah, we're doing symmetry mode, so at least we only have to do it once, and
No energy.
I can see the total blocks. You can look at the total blocks and know if it's racing or not. Total blocks. Okay, we've raced one side. Look, it sealed all four. Need to find my way over here. Ah, this is gonna be a really cool silo. Okay, let's put back this armor block. I got some duplicate lights here. Let's get rid of those. Okay, now I want to just use my drill and get these weird ones out. Use the low setting, the speed setting, because you don't want the rocks falling. Remember, they're gonna accelerate over time as they fall, so you don't want them impacting your components at a high speed. They could damage them. So let's go back down, and then we can recharge our hydrogen, why not? But also we need to recharge our electricity, our battery of our spacesuit here in our medical, so that we can use our drill. And we can also activate the light. Should make it a little better. Ah, it would be perfect to put lights in the corners. Yep, we're gonna build gates here somewhere at one point of the level. There's gonna be a gate, and then we can put lights in the corners pointing at the rocket in. Oh my god, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be epic. So yeah, don't be tempted to harvest this ice, because the falling rocks are gonna be more costly than what you're gonna get from it. And I'm not worried about damaging the armor, because remember, we're in creative. It took nothing to build them, and I can always use my welder to fix them right up without even having to build the components. I'll show you. Let me just get rid of all the rock, and then I'll go around and fix all the bent ones. Then also, after we build the station, before we build it in survival, I have to design. So that's the next live stream that I'm thinking. A live design build of a drone, a welder drone. It's gonna be a dual purpose drone because if you build a drone that can carry ore as a miner, you can attach a welder instead of the drill and carry components instead. So I usually build one drone, and it's perfect time to come up with a brand new blueprint, optimize it, and then yeah, we'll need like two blueprints eventually because we need atmospheric drone and we need a space drone, or you can build a hydrogen drone and not worry about it, but you have to be always very wary that you don't burn out all the hydrogen because there's way around um, electrically powered drone with ion or atmospheric. But even if you have battery power, once you run out of hydrogen, those thrusters are gonna turn off. So you can run out of hydrogen and still have battery and still use your thrusters. So I like to like my drones. I like them to be ion or atmospheric. And the good thing is, you build them drones because why do they have to carry your weight and the weight of a cockpit and then an oxygen tank to keep you alive and then all this? No, man, just carry cargo and thrust and then remote control, bring it back and forth. If it gets attacked, you're still alive in your starship. Yeah, I really like drones. I don't like building miner ships and things like that. I like building drones and sending them. Oh, ow! I dropped rocks. You see how fast they fell? I know it's hard to notice. Just be careful. I got distracted. Which one is it? No. Oh no. I'm dropping rock. I forgot for a second which one of the two joysticks was it. Okay, we're good now. And be sure to weld your armor blocks back to health because the blueprint will keep track of the damage. So for example, if you wanted to use damage blocks or like you know how you'll see many scenarios that have grades or scaffolding and they're really armor blocks that are not fully welded. So it allows you to do that and keep those. So therefore you might find that if I save the blueprint, it might load with all this damage. So just something to keep in mind when you're designing blueprints. But it's good and creative. You see, I did not need to have the steel plate with me. The welder is magical. It summons matter. It creates matter. Here's another one. I'm gonna have to weld this one. There we go. I like really get in there. Bend that metal. Nice. Okay, oh my god. We're not gonna be able to remove that one. You want to get rid of all the small boxes like this. If our starship would have launched and there's one voxel, even as small as this, it is enough to damage the entire structure. It would be like impacting ground, and it doesn't matter how small the voxel is, it is still immovable. So it's gonna register and a crash and just not be fun. So when you're drilling bunkers and things, make sure to
Low.
just drill all the ground, all the terrain out.
Fuel critical.
We don't have to worry about fuel. If we run out of energy, then we have to recharge. But other than that, we're good. So you see, the intent is build out the blueprint here in this creative, and then go to the survival, the other save file I have, put it in a projector, and load it, center it, and that's it. Then weld it with a drone. Bob. And this guy will be sitting down in a command post, just drinking coffee, while the drone goes about welding stuff. Obviously, I have to manually control the drone, but you know, if the drone crashes or something, it's no problem. And I guess we should start then. The bunker will have a drone printer, so we'll have welders that are able to load small grid blueprints and weld them to completion. Then the drone will be ready to immediately turn on and fly out and do its business, or remote control it or whatever. So in the case of we're being attacked, I can always keep printing out fighter drones.
Meteor
I
storm
just switch
inbound.
out the blueprint, assign a fighter drone. Probably I'll have multiple projectors. One for the welder drone, one for the fighter drone, one for like a miner drone maybe. Nah, not even miner. Yeah, I never use miner drones. A welder drone and a fighter drone. And then we just keep printing them, sending them out to our enemy. But our engineer never dies, you know, he never risks dying because he never goes out on a starship to fight. We're even gonna build kamikaze drones, which are gonna be drones attached with warheads, and they're gonna fly. We're gonna remote control them towards our enemy starships once they reach our area, and then they're gonna have armor blocks, so they're gonna be protected from the
Energy
turrets,
low.
and they're gonna have a bunch of landing gear. So they're gonna attach to the as soon as they attach, they're gonna blow up. It's gonna be pretty epic. They're gonna attach to the spaceship. We can even program sensors to detect enemy players. Okay, or you build a drone with a sensor to detect enemy players, right? And then when it does, it has a remote control that sets those coordinates and starts traveling towards the coordinates with the warhead. So you create like automated mines in space or on your planet that as soon as they detect an enemy, the warhead starts chasing them. I love this game really. It's pretty epic. Almost done with all this pesky grass. I'm gonna save, of course. I don't want to have to do this again. Nice. I think that's the last of it. Yeah, that's the one we cannot remove.
Meteor storm inbound.
There's a little bit of dustings over here.
Energy critical.
There it goes. Okay, energy's pretty low now. A little bit more dusting. That's gone. Oh, that's the wrong thing. trying to fix it by pressing the drill against the wall. Okay. Nice. I do like it clean, you know. We're almost done. There's only one more dusting here. Yep. Because I know it's like everything you do in presentation, you know, you present something and no one focuses on the like all the good things about the presentation. They always focus on the one defect. the one the one thing that you did wrong. The one that's what everyone remembers. They'll see the base and they'll be like, "Oh, there was like grass growing around here." No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's just me, OCD probably. Okay,
Fuel
now
critical.
clean this. It's all good. Let's check it. This side.
No energy.
Okay, good, decent area. Okay, I'm gonna start defining the the gates. They're gonna be at this level. Okay, there's no way around. That's the way. That's why we have to build the gates because I don't know that we have to go around underneath like this. Okay, so the gates are gonna be based on the surface. This is the area. So I was thinking this area under here is gonna be habitat because I can always raise a structure above the surface and then have like an area where I can park rovers and have all kinds of stuff. Large, small ships can be out in the surface and docking, and then if on attack they can all go down into the bunker from it, not through the silo, not through the silo, but through underground stairs and elevators and whatnot, and that would be behind this wall right here. All this space right here would be that living quarter habitat. Okay, so that's this area defined. Next, notice that on the other side of it, on the other side of the living quarters, there's a mountain. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the cargo and the valuable things underneath the mountain, because what happens when the gravity starships come bombarding this area, it'll give me a little bit more time if there is a ton of terrain above my storage containers. Notice we already dug this terrain out. So the bombardment here, there's nothing gonna obstruct it. It's gonna fall all the way down. So our rocket is probably one of the first things is gonna get hit. But we'll have turrets. At the surface, we're gonna have this littered with turrets that are gonna, you know, block. They're gonna be designed to specifically, you know, attack warheads falling down. But we can also probably, you know, put multiple layers of, I don't know, protection, armor and stuff and seal it. On attack day, seal it with multiple layers of protection so that it takes a lot of bombardment to get through it. I don't know. But yeah, the idea is not to have the storage, valuable storage in the silo, the open silo. So they're gonna be underneath the mountain, behind this wall. That way, that ways. We're gonna probably have to dig a bit further. So think about this area as the science quarter slash industrial sector, wing of everything. So then, therefore, these areas on the sides, I'm gonna leave open space for parking, you know, spaceships or rovers, because we can keep digging here as well for space. But we can and we can install rovers that, I don't know, we can drive it around here to move around. Yeah, with 1x1 wheels, this is gonna be all flat, and I'm gonna make a wide pathway because we have plenty of room. So let's get started, okay? Now, after explaining that, that means that the gateways will be in the here by the parking areas. So it will be that way and this way, okay? So let's start opening room. Then I'm gonna look for a gate and see how large it is. Perfect. It is gonna be centered. That's awesome. We may be able to afford 2 gates, although they're high PCU. So let's not spend more than we need.
Fuel critical.
And awesome, the symmetry has been creating a gate behind us. That's perfect. Then this can be
Low
windows.
energy.
So my design for windows is kind of like this. Okay. Okay, let me go through the other side. Let's get the window first. Where are they? Here they are, windows. And just make sure the angle is upside down, otherwise there's a label that will read danger, but it will read it upside down. Like that. Oh, but I placed them on the wrong direction. Let me do this. Let me set the armor blocks because I am not gonna have enough real estate that I thought. Yep. Then use these new ones, the new blocks that they added. The corner ones fit here. No, it's this one. Yeah, the tall one. And that one fits perfectly with the half sloped armor. And then I can put the window again. And I guess it's gonna be just one left and one right. Something like that. Okay, let's see. You need to open like this. Nice. We may need to dig further. No, 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 no. We need space. We need space. We need to get rid of this entire thing. Oops. Because what's happening? I need to build a floor, and I cannot build it because this way because I'm gonna remove clearance from the rocket landing, and it's not gonna land here. There's gonna be a whole further space down there. So let's make this wide. Oops. Yeah, this is gonna be better. Okay, let's set the plane options. This No, game. Plane. Set L. We don't have energy. Then armor block all the way here. We can remove them. Whatever excess we don't need later. Okay. And then same here. I feel like it's not even enough light. There we go. That's better. That's much better. All right. Okay, so now let's see how much room we would need. I think we can even go further. What if we occupy all this space? I don't want to go into the wall yet because it's very hard to remove blocks from in the wall. Oh no, wrong choice, wrong click. Yeah, because I can make a ton of room for spacecraft. Yep. Okay. So that means that I'm gonna seal off here. No, even less than that. I'm thinking. Okay. It's gonna be taller. Bit more. Too much. Okay. Wide enough? I think so. One block gives it kind of like a structural support. Looks like a beam. We don't need a roof. But let me see. I can't see anything. Yeah, I think it's better without the roof. Okay, so here we can dig and make even more room if we need to, but at least we can fit one moderate starship here. Let me recharge the suit because we cannot see anything. Yep, one ship on this side and another on the other. And probably what I'll do is I'll dig square here so that I can seal it off. At least enough for, I don't know. No, let's see. Yeah.
Fuel low.
Over here is gonna be the entry into our either industrial
Fuel
or our living.
critical.
Feels like these lights are not even options, brightness, display. No, it's no brightness. Okay, let's get the interior blocks. Oh, I put these all upside down. Okay, just carry the plane all the way over here. See how it changed? Look, there you go. Okay. And again, we have armor over here. Cleaning up. Ah, they put it upside down over here now. Okay. I'm gonna turn off. You can turn. Yeah. You can turn off symmetry temporarily. Where was it? Here. Yep. Just point at it because it's per grid and then use it and it turns it off. Now I can remove this side, entire plane. Yeah, because the interior blocks have different textures on different sides, and what it was doing, it was putting the inverse one on the symmetry, the side that it used symmetry. Okay. Now here. Okay. Our engineers. There's one block. There's one block. This could be like an airlock of sorts. No, no, no. I should do something better. I should do something better. Okay, I know. Okay, we got it. Yes, yes. It what is it? Continuous development. Okay, let's activate symmetry again. Okay, I have sealed the silo back off. And I'm gonna remove all the armor blocks because I'm gonna replace them with interior
Fuel
blocks.
critical.
Okay, that is good. Let's check the other side and confirm. Get rid of this block. It's gonna block anything we try to place there. There was 2 armor blocks over here. There's another one falling here. And that looks clean. Okay, we're going to install what we were doing in the first place. A gate. No, oh my god, it's gonna be so epic. Now I'm pumped. Yep. You know when the design when something's not right, you kind of feel it. You don't know what it is, but you know there's something off. And just wait and it'll pretty much dawn on you eventually. Okay, we need more blocks. Okay, we have our gate again. And I'm going to place armor blocks here so that it doesn't look like it's floating. On this side, these are gonna be windows, but not just regular windows. I'm gonna use the glass 2x3s. I put them upside down. I'm gonna use the inverted ones. That way I can see clearly outwards. Because I will need, this is not meant for humans. This gate is meant to release drones. So that near the surface will release the drones. And then below it will be the rocket. So we'll put the printers on this side. Did I make it one too tall? What's wrong here? Why is it one block higher than the rest? I did make it one block too tall. Be careful when removing things with symmetry, because they might get cut. And if it happened on one side, it probably happened on the other. Okay, that is correct now. Ah, that one fell on our structures. Nice, it didn't damage anything. Might have hurt the... No, it didn't. Okay, that's at the right level. Now the windows. Okay, inverted like that. You can always see the drones. Then I'm gonna use a combination of interior plates and armor blocks. So the middle part is gonna be armor blocks, so that if the spaceship falls on its way out or anything, or has to land or anything, it's gonna have armor blocks ready. I'm gonna add one more row.
Fuel critical.
Then let's change to the interior blocks. Gonna turn off the symmetry. I think I picked, no, I picked the right ones. I picked the right side. Gonna make those. And on this side, flipping around here the armor blocks, getting them aligned. Projection is, oh no. Okay, I'll place those manually. This is good. So here we can build a projection. I should not even have to worry. No, no, no. Now I gotta build it higher, because I have to build the starship. The welders have to be raised. So that means that now the starship has to like lower and then exit. You see, doesn't make sense. Okay, don't worry about the exit. Build this area. We already defined. Yep. You know, design, this is part of design. Design, you really sometimes don't even know how it's gonna turn out. Ugh. And you try something out, you don't like it, you revert, you try something else, you like it, then you move forward, move past it. ton of symmetry because I have to do the same thing with the interior blocks on this side. Okay, now it's symmetric. Let's save. So let's just focus on a welder. It would be pretty cool if our welder could retract. Let's find the center. Remove it. Wait, I should start using symmetry so that we build two printers. And obviously when you load the blueprint, you don't have to weld both. If you only need one, just weld one side, the habitat and the industrial, and then you'll be good. Yeah, because I can have the other one be cargo. Yeah, this one could be cargo room. In fact, that's what this side is gonna be. We're gonna have only one printer. That's gonna be efficient. One printer.
Fuel critical.
It's gonna be a nice printer too. Gonna dig a little bit for room. Boom. Because I wanna fit pistons and a conveyor system down here. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of these points, these jagged edges. Okay, we have armor. I am going to make it 3 wide. Just like the gate is. No, gate is too wide. The aperture. But yeah, sometimes drilling by hand for space is easier than installing a drill, configuring the direction, turning it on, put, no. Done. So let's lower the armor. Okay, there you go. That's the way.
Inventory full.
You can cut a rock out and then you don't have to pick it up in order to place a block. So the same here. Oh, nice. That's convenient. Okay. Trying to get one there. Okay. Oh, hey, Red Shadow, sup? He says Xbox or PC. We're on PC, man. Sorry, dude. I didn't see it, dude. I've been in it, but now it's more chill. Now we got a vision, so I just keep opening a bit of room. Sorry for that, and I did miss the message. Okay, a little bit more here. Should be plenty of room. So let's see, where are we gonna fit? Let's connect here and raise. So there should be one piston here. And this piston is the one that's the attachment. Piston, printer.
Fuel critical.
Sure, shut down, sure. Then add piston head. Where's the small piston head? Ah, we need a rotor. Okay, piston printer.
Energy low.
Okay, I have a better idea. No, you don't need that much distance. Okay, piston right there. Advanced rotor. And now we can get rid of the rotor head. The control panel. We can look for that rotor. And we can add a small piston head. Excellent. Nice. So now you can start building small grid ships out of it. And now all we need is the welders. Let's expand this piston fully. That's plenty of room. We have a conveyor port here. Options, game, settings, plane, line. There you go. Get rid of all these conveyors. We don't need that many either. So we need piston. Let's see if we can get away with 3 welders. And we can always retract this one when we're done. And it's nice.
Fuel critical.
I think we should lower the welders further.
Energy critical.
Okay. Even one more. A ver, a ver. I think this is gonna be good. One welder. Perfect.
No energy.
Okay, let's recharge. I'm gonna seal it off so with rock, so it is one pressurized, and second that you don't see any rock.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
I'm gonna make sure to place these blocks here. So that the entire walls are attached to each other, making it very structurally sound. Like that. Okay, let's continue placing blocks. I forgot to do that on this side. I'm gonna backtrack. I'll have to dig every time I load the blueprint, but at least I know I'll see the projection and know exactly where. And also won't have to damage the components because I'll dig before I weld it. Alright. I know for a fact that there's not gonna be conveyor boards or anything sticking out in the silo. So from here, the conveyor boards will go laterally into the wherever side is the industrial side. And then the opposite should be living quarters. Excellent. This is gonna be living quarters. Because that way I can connect the drones to both the connectors, the the industrial
Meteor
and the
storm
storage
inbound.
side with minimal conveyor. They're gonna need a ton of conveyor. Let's see how our PCU count is so far. 7,000. You have 20,000 on a real server.
Fuel critical.
Gonna put them all. Now it's sealed. Let's fix this. Fix this. Anything damaged? No. That's it. We're gonna place them laterally. Okay. Let's put a cockpit. And we need, I forgot that, to reconfigure these welders. Uh-huh. I know what we're going to do. Okay, we're gonna put a connector already. Where are they? Here they are. Then here, no, what we need, because we cannot place a connector directly in front of another. Merge block. Okay, merge block it is. Select a piston and then attach a merge block. At the top of the merge block, attach a projector. That merge block is gonna be the posterior, at the posterior of the ship, which is perfect because then it needs to fly forward to get out. Okay, so here, down here, one of these will be a welder. Another one.
Fuel critical.
Then let's see. Let's see how much distance this can travel. Nice, it didn't catch the welder. Okay, so whatever ship I build at the end needs to be able to be connected here. So maybe the connector one should be at the middle.
Fuel
Okay.
critical.
At this point, I think what's left is to try it out, really, and see if it'll do well, its job welding correctly. But I think we've gonna reach the 2 hour mark, so I'm gonna stop stream here, take Mara out for a walk, and then we'll be back another time to complete the build. We'll continue doing live stream. Yep, and then yeah, it should be a good build. I'm just looking, taking final notes, looking before I leave so I can think about it. I'm gonna retract it. Yep. We have our rotor. We have our merge block. No, we need this piston move one more. Right there. Yeah, because this welder needs to be able to weld the first merge block before this can start rotating and I know. I know. Let's extend this. Let me project the average ship. The average ship. Let me project even a rocket. Control panel. Blueprint. Projector.
Fuel critical.
So that's a very large small grid ship. Projector show only buildable. Okay, looks like a bit more. Whatever, it's a good estimate. Okay, we could weld the entire thing in this space. Okay, so there's gotta be one welder here. Put it a bit closer to the edge. No, exactly there. Okay, there's two. So, yeah, right here. There's gonna be a welder. 3 welders. No, 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 no.
Fuel critical.
Okay, yeah. Welder here. Welder there. And then No, I'm just gonna have the connector is gonna be separate. Yeah, it's the best use of space. Somewhere here I'll have to fit. Probably just do it from the ceiling. Okay, I'm gonna put some catwalks. Actually, not catwalks. Rails. Can put armor blocks here. Want to make sure I can extend this.
Fuel critical.
No problem. What about this one? Yep. Okay, retracting it. Yeah, we don't want engineers falling on the welders, nor over the cargo. Control panel.
Fuel
Well, I don't know the name
critical.
of the piston, so I gotta piston, printer, up, reverse, piston, printer, X, and then rotor, rotor lock, printer cockpit, printer piston up. I'm gonna put printer first, so everything of the printers sorts alphabetically. Printer piston up, printer X, printer welder, show toolbar, terminal off, printer, bit, welder, pistons, okay, printer, merge block, printer projector, printer, and I'm gonna select also the pistons and the welders so that the printer, whenever I say printer off, everything turns off. Yep, but we got our printer wing almost done. It needs lights. It needs lights. I cannot see anything. We also can establish a ceiling, but I'd rather not, because if anyone loads a blueprint that has wings and the wings start rotating, at least this way it'll have a little bit of clearance from the ground. They gotta be careful. They cannot load, no one can load massive wings unless we add a second piston, and raise it a little bit further. Okay, so that welded. I guess what we can do is start looking for the industrial wing, and afterwards I'll plan in connecting them and designing this area and everything. I'm gonna build the core components, and then I'm gonna start doing fine detail. But here we're not gonna load a blueprint like this so large. We're gonna load, let's see, I don't have any drones here because I transferred from Xbox and most of my blueprints are there. But we'll live design a nice drone, but I'm gonna show you what we have so far. This is what we built today. Pretty much dug our salad was dug, but we created the frame, raised the walls, and then started placing, cannot see anything. Started placing flooring, defining the rooms. We already defined a living quarter, um, industrial quarter, the printer, and then the other one on the other side is going to be storage, because after you print them you want to store them, right? So it's going to be storage here on this side, then living quarters on one side, industrial quarters with the cargo and refiners assemblers, and then finally we'll be able to clear the middle area, remove all the blocks, and then install another rotor with drills and push further down into the bunker so that we can create the rocket silo right here in the middle. And then we're ready to shoot to the stars. Fly to the, But yeah, we're gonna make this a blueprint, and we're gonna build it in survival. But as you can see, we made a lot of changes, edits, tweaking. So I didn't want to do that on survival, where it's so difficult to backtrack. So here I'm making all the design. I'll eventually create a blueprint and then load it on any survival playthrough, and then we can play there. But for now, I think we're gonna stop the stream and continue tomorrow, or next time. I'm not sure tomorrow. Tomorrow's a busy day. Um, I am, but yeah, we'll be back shortly, and we'll continue designing the bunker live stream. Okay, so thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one, guys. Bye.